In one of our recent videos, I performed some visual jujitsu on your eyeballs. And what I mean by that is I created a thumbnail that I will admit was total clickbait. And it's because I wanted to capture your attention for a second. I wanted to make you think. I wanted you to click on the video and assume you knew what was going to happen. But oh, you did not know what was coming. This video is titled something along the lines of the one pistol that I think everybody should own. And on that thumbnail, I had a picture of my Glock 19, and it had the words kind of overlaid into concrete, Glock, 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 all repetitively over this thumbnail. And I knew that when I had that thumbnail and I titled it the way that I did, that you all would assume that I was going to be another Glock fanboy just pushing a Glock 19 on you. But oh, how surprised you were when a Z320X Compact was the first pistol that I shot in the B-roll of that particular video. And the main point of that video, just recapping, was you guys should be thinking critically about the pistol that you are shooting and carrying. And if you are going to be carrying a pistol, there should be some consistency behind your everyday carry. Not surprisingly, that video cruised way past 100,000 views, and there are tons of comments in the comment section. So today's video, Brenton has picked multiple comments. He is going to read them to me, and I am going to give my opinion, maybe clarify a couple things. So, Brenton, why don't you awkwardly wave to the camera real quick?
Is that awkward enough?
That was perfect. Okay. Thank you for obliging.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That just made my day. It's just like, hey, perfect. Thank you. So, Brenton, why don't we just get right into this video and get cruising along and read to me the first written art.
So first of all, did you know that we won an award for this video?
What award did we win?
So I'll just tell you.
Please tell me.
Cloven says that this whole channel wins the "Tell Me You're Gay the Most Words" challenge.
Whoa, hold up.
I don't even know what that means.
What does that mean? Cloven?
That's his. Yeah, that's
his handle.
Their name. I don't know if. Anyway.
What is that even?
I don't know.
What is that even based in?
Tell me you're the most gay, the most words challenge.
Okay.
So perfect. Anyways. First comment, we won. Yeah, we won that one.
So we have now won an award. Brenton, pay raise if you can have most gay award show up on the screen right here. Please make this happen, media team. You guys know that there's an economic nightmare in our country right now, and the dollar is becoming worth less and less, and there's other countries that are currently trading without using the dollar, which is crazy in our history. We want to invest in you. So we created a couple packages on our website where if you purchase those packages, we send you free silver. This is real silver coins, 0.9999 silver. All the details are at the link in the description. Check it out. Get on it. Let us invest in you as a thank you for investing in us. Is that it for the first one?
Yeah, that was. I just wanted to let you know.
I'm glad we broke the ice with that one because you guys always surprise me with what you come up with. I'll give you that. So A for effort. Okay, if I had to rate it out of like a 1 out of 10, I'm going to give that one like a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
The 4 is being generous because there's not a whole lot of creativity.
Well, it didn't make sense.
And it also didn't make sense. Now, you had me hooked. You had me hooked when you said an award because I would like a plaque of some sort, but I'm not sure if I want the most gay plaque.
Yeah, that's not a desirable award.
Onward.
But anyways, the first real question, this is from a lot of people. They're just wondering what holsters you're running in general.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people couldn't recognize the holster because I have the alias clips on it from Neomag. So the clips, the metal clips on that holster are aftermarket. They're from my friend Greg's company, the Neomag. You guys can check that out if you want to. I'm not telling you have to, but that's why a lot of people are questioning that. So the holster that I'm running currently is called the Sidecar 2.0, and that is made by T-Rex Arms. Is that the best and only holster that I ever run? No. But for me personally, you know what? When I talk personally, everybody's going to leave their opinion no matter what. You know what I mean? I'm like very clearly framing this doesn't mean you guys have to do this, but someone's going to hate me anyway and call me a T-Rex shill for Lucas or something. I don't know, but it's a holster that I like. I like to run it. I carry appendix every single day, and that is the holster that has worked the best for me. So it's a T-Rex Arms Sidecar 2.0. all of the guns that you saw me shooting were being drawn from a TRX Arms sidecar holster. So super easy question there.
Perfect. So this is another one. Tons of people were talking about. I'm choosing this particular comment from Groove E. They say another Groovy, yeah.
Nice.
But it's like Groove E. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
original.
So they say another thing to think about is if you ever use your pistol in self-defense, it will get locked up in an evidence locker for a long time. So keep in mind how much you're willing to spend and have it go away for months or even years if you ever need to use it.
So I understand the basic principle of that comment, and people use this in many different ways. Sometimes they will use it, and maybe you've picked up on one of these comments, so I'm not going to go too deep into this, but sometimes people will say that you have a liability aspect when you modify guns. Other people are like, don't modify guns because of the expense of having them in an evidence locker. The way that I frame my mindset is very simple. I'm going to equip my guns so that I can hopefully have a higher chance of winning. I don't care if that costs me $10,000 to have that gun exactly where I need it to be. I'm going to do what I think is necessary to equip that gun. If I'm putting a weapon light on, I'm not going to go grab an O-light and put it on my gun. I'm going to put the best weapon light that I can afford at the time on that gun. And if it gets locked up in an evidence locker, guys, I'm just going to go buy another one. Like, just being real. My biggest concern is probably the court case and possible jail time, depending on what DA or what prosecuting attorney is involved, what the situation might be. Those are my concerns. Me going and getting another Glock 19 is not my concern. Me going and getting another weapon light, not my concern. But I do think we have to be careful. I think that they have a good... they make a point. I'll give them that. They do make a point. But at what point do you draw that line? Because if that is truly what drives your decisions, we'd all be running little high point 380s that cost $150, but we're not doing that because we also recognize that there's a minimum threshold that I'm willing to accept with my everyday carry, and I don't want junk because I want my gun to run. So I think you're not wrong saying that if you get into a defensive situation, you could have a gun locked up in evidence, but I also think, let's be realistic. Let's just understand that you also want a gun that is equipped properly for you. And then on top of that, let's go back to my other framework where I said, I'd be willing to spend $10,000 to get a gun where I need it. The best part about modern pistols is you don't have to. You can buy them out of the box. They're going to perform just fine. If it's a quality name brand, you don't have to do much to that pistol. So I think that modern pistols are competitively priced. I'm perfectly willing to have one locked up for years and years on end if it means that I defended my life effectively. That's what I care about more than that little Glock anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, long-winded, but onward we go.
No, it's perfect. So the next one you touched on a little bit, but Bro Gun Watch, they say, I base the gun I carry on my outfit for the day. Same with my watches. I have many of those as well as guns.
I think it's a free country. People can do whatever they want, okay? As long as you're not infringing on other people's rights, I'm 100% good. If you want to have a Gucci decked-out Glock and it matches your watch and your outfit, honestly, I'm not going to judge you. I don't really care. My question is, do you have a baseline fundamental skill that matches your desire to accessorize your weapons? And if you answer that with a yes, solid. You just are way cooler than I am. I don't have a different Glock for my outfits, and in fact, I wear the same watch every day and the same hat usually every day. But you must be cooler than me, and A+ for the effort there. But I would say if you are a collector, which is kind of, between you and me, that's what you are. Don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. But if you are a collector and you don't possess the baseline skill that you need to perform well with that pistol, I'd say your priorities are a little bit out of whack. But then I'm also going to take back that comment and say it's a free country. As long as you're safe, you're not infringing on other people's rights, I don't care what you do with your guns.
Perfect. 808 Fit, they say, if you can afford a dagger, you can afford a G19. Sorry, some of you just need to hear that.
They're talking about the PSA dagger. So my understanding, many of Glock's Gen 3, I believe, patents are expired now, which means that just like 1911 platforms, there's 200 different suppliers of that particular gun, and there's various levels of quality with the different forms of those 1911s. Well, you're going to see Glocks doing the exact same thing. I mean, we saw something similar with Polymer 80 with the 80% pistols. You could have what is essentially a Glock, but you could manufacture it yourself. And then you've got companies like Shadow Systems making pistols that are largely based around Glocks. You've got Zev making pistols largely based around Glocks. And the function of the slide, the barrel, the interlocking, how it works is all identical to a Glock. But there's refinements in like grip angle and things like that. So I think to the point of what this person is saying, there are many options on the market for Glocks. He's arguing, or she, or whatever gender they decide they are today. Cut. Was I not allowed to say that?
I think it's fine.
I own the business. I'm going to say what I want anyway. But what he's getting at is the dagger is a very inexpensive option of a cloned, essentially Gen 3 Glock 19. I don't have any experience with the dagger. I just don't. I don't have enough experience to say, hey, that's good, bad, ugly, whatever. Maybe I should buy one and run it. I don't know if you guys would like that, if it's helpful to you, if you think that we could give a good opinion on it, because you know that our opinion can't be purchased. Maybe I'll go buy one. But in order for that to happen, I want to see like 40 of you in the comment section down below saying get one. And if you say get one, I will purchase one. We will shoot a video. Brent will hold me accountable to that. If it shoots good, if you shoot it good, if it proves to be reliable, I wouldn't slam on people that get another option other than a Glock 19. However, or not even a Glock 19, a Glock in general, or whatever pistol in general, what I would say is Glock is dialed in. I have never purchased a factory Glock pistol that did not run exactly the way that it's supposed to run, and I have had a ton of different Glock pistols for friends, family, myself, my business. They're always squared away. So I am a Glock fanboy. You'll get over that. Okay, thanks. End of TED Talk. What's the next one?
Okay, so this one isn't really a question. Roddy Cars says, after watching this, I need to sell some things. Ha ha. And I think that's, I've saw a lot of people say the same thing, that like,
yeah,
which is really cool to kind of see that.
Yeah, and full disclosure, like one thing I'm not trying to do is preach to you guys and then you just go make actions based on what one dude said. Like, I'm just a guy on the internet who apparently people call YouTubers, which between Brenton and I, like he knows this, I freaking hate that term.
Yeah,
so
you're just an influencer.
If I see the word YouTuber or influencer more than like 15 times in the comment section of this video, I'll probably just go get a high point, because I might as well just play the game. I might as well just like play into the hype. You know, what do the young kids call that? Hype beast?
Hype beast, yeah.
Hype beast, yeah. So I learned some Gen Z today.
Gosh.
So moving on, moving onward on the topic, I don't think that you have to go sell everything that you have. I think that it's cool that our video helped open your eyes and maybe point out a flaw in your methodology. That's awesome. I'm glad that we could help with that. I think that the baseline thing that I'm trying to get across is that you should want to have some consistency in your EDC. You should want to have a pistol that you can carry every single day, all kinds of weather, whatever. You should have some similarities between your different pistols if you have different pistols to carry on different occasions. And if you find that you've got a lot of waste and you're just investing money in things that you don't even have the time or energy or money to train with, it's kind of a flawed concept. So if that's you and you're like, hey, I need to dial it in, sure, maybe you can go sell a couple things. But I'm not necessarily advocating that you have to. That's a choice only you can make. You should sell them. Anyway.
Okay, last one. You made a lot of people mad with the boomer usage.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not even, I have comments here. I'm not even going to read them, but you just made a lot of people.
Yeah.
So just want to let you know you need to watch that.
You know what offends me about boomers?
What?
They take beautiful hardwood floors and they
carpet.
put linoleum and carpet over top of them. Dude, okay, real story here. I live in a house that was built in 1804. Guess what the floors were covered with? You know,
Linoleum?
it was carpet. No, it was carpet,
carpet.
and linoleum. Okay. At one point, it was linoleum, then carpet.
Oh.
Over beautiful hardwood floors. Brenton, put a picture of the inside of my room right here, because this is what the floors look like now after, what, months? I've been working on this for months.
Yeah.
I did it myself. I'm pretty proud, so pat on my back for that. But, okay, seriously, guys, the one thing you have to understand is as language evolves, sometimes devolves, depending on where we're going and what words we're using. I understand a little bit what you're saying there for all you boomers watching. I get it. I'm sorry. I said it again. For everybody who is a legitimate boomer, I have no quarrels with you. I believe that we should have a generational peace together, peace treaty. We're friends. We're good. That is a term to describe a certain type of individual. And if you are butthurt about me saying the word boomer, which I've now said at least 6 times in this video, you should have seen what we grew up with. You should have seen the fact that adults would look at my generation, which is millennials, and just slander us. That they would talk down to us, say millennials are lazy, they are inconsiderate, they whatever. You name all the things that got thrown at us. That happened every single day from teachers and leaders and adults and all this other stuff. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it, because what goes around came around hard, and now your generation is sort of the term to laugh at people that are outdated, not up to speed, not trendy, not fashionable, have poor taste in home decor, have poor taste in vehicles, drive too slow on the interstate, drive in the left lane on the interstate, typically own too much of the wealth in the nation, but then act like we're the greedy ones. Should I keep?
You can keep going, yeah, if you want.
Oh, but this is where they're going to get mad.
Okay, boomer.
For final closure of that topic, everything that I just said was just a troll comment to get you mad. Guys, I obviously appreciate the generations that came before me. I think that we all have our flaws. I think that historically it is consistent that generations of current look at generations that are upcoming, and we like to slander them. And I hope that as I become boomer age, I don't know what is boomer age, whatever boomer age is, as I get to those ages, that I don't necessarily look at the young generation who's using a term to poke fun at a certain type of people. Hopefully I don't get upset about it. Oh no. Oh no. Is this the end of the video?
I feel like it has to be at this point.
Hey, drop a coin card here. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Oh man, is that a line that we crossed? Or is that...
It is, but it'll be great. You have artistic license with that, Brenton.